Yeah. So Habibun, please practice the okay. So
యా
this
యా
Linux is on. You got the recordings right daily.
యా అవునండి.
Okay. Thank you.
అన్న మీరు అది సెంటాయిస్ ది 9 ఇచ్చేసుకోమన్నారు కదా, కాకపోతే మీరు చేసేటప్పుడు 7 ఇచ్చేసారు కదా.
రెండింటికి పెద్ద డిఫరెన్స్ ఏమి ఉండదు.
ఆహా, సరే సరే.
సో రెండింటికి పెద్ద డిఫరెన్స్ ఏమి ఉండదు. ఓకే.
సరే అన్న.
User administration. Okay. So what is this? User administration. So what is user administration, guys? So what is user administration? So something like how you are connecting with your Linux machine, guys. How you are interacting with your Linux
కమెంట్
machine.
విత్ కమెంట్స్.
Yes, very good. But first we need to connect with the Linux server, right? How you are connecting your Linux server? You are providing the login user, right?
యా.
Yeah.
Login user is what is the login user? What is the password you are providing? Guys, what is the login user we are connecting to the server?
రూట్.
Yes, very good. Login user is root. For
రెడ్
example,
హ్యాట్.
password, whatever it may be. You can put what, but for the simplification purpose, I used Red Hat. Okay, na? So login user is root. So if you want to connect this server, we need authentication. What is the authentication? The authentications are username and password. Okay. So how many types of users we have? So how many types of users?
Two types:
What are those?
single user and multi.
Okay, user. So how you can connect to this server? You can connect to this server in two ways. In two ways. One is, so we are connecting daily, right? That user, admin user and normal user. So the admin user and the normal users. So in this server, right? How many users we can connect? We can create. We can create 60,000 users. So in the Linux server, every Linux server we can create 60,000 users. Okay. So users should be admin user and normal user. So who is the admin user? Who is the super user? Who is the super user or who is the admin user? Guys, so in the Linux file system hierarchy, what is slash root? Slash root is the home directory for the which user? Guys, please practice, guys. Practice, practice, practice. Slash home. If you know the Linux file system hierarchy, Linux is very guys. Root user, home directory, slash home, sorry, normal user, home directory. Normal user, home directory. Root user, home directory. You guys understood? So who is the root user? Who is the admin user? Guys, who is the admin user? Root is the admin user. Root is the super user. Root can do anything. Normal user is Hari, Prasanna Kumar. Okay. Hari Prasanna Kumar. Abhi Bunna. Abhi Bun. Abhi. Okay. So these are the normal users. So normal users. And we have a two types of users. One is admin user and the normal user. So admin user can admin user can execute the commands bin commands and sbin commands, right? A normal user can execute only bin commands, only bin commands. So a normal user can execute only bin commands. Understood, guys? Users. So how many users we can create? 60,000 users. Every user having their own UID and GID. What is UID? UID is nothing but a user identification and GID is nothing but a group identification. Every user having their own UID and GID. How you can check the UID GID of the user, every user? ID, username. ID, username. ID, Hari. ID, Hari. Yes, understood? So 60,000 users will create on the Linux server. So root user, root user uses 0 is the root user uses 0 UID. How many users we can create? So 0 to 999 system related users. 0 to 999 system related users. So from 1000 to 60,000. From 1000 to 60,000. So we can create the normal users. So systems from 1000 to so from 1000 to 60,000. So we can create the from 1000 to 60,000 we can create the normal users. So from 0 to 999 we can use for the system related 0 to 999 system related users we can use it. Okay. So 1000 onwards. So if we create a Harry user UID is 1000. So something like Prasanna Kumar UID is 1001. So same like that it will start. Guys understood? Yeah. User administration. All users UID and all users UID or GID starts from 1000 by default. By default. UID GID 60,000. UID GID start 60,000. 0 to 999. System itself uses 0 is root user UID. Okay. Without root, all the system related users are in SBIN, no login. I will tell you guys what is SBIN no login. SBIN no login shell means there is no interaction on mission or system. There is no interaction on mission or a system. 0 to 999 system itself uses 0 to 999 system itself uses root users UID is 0. So without root, all the system related users are in SBIN no login. Shell means there is no interaction on the missions. If it is a bin bash, we can able to access. So if it is a SBIN no login, if it is a SBIN no login, the shell means there is no interaction on the system. There is no interactions on the system. Okay. from 1,000 to 60,000. 60,000. All general users uses. All general users users. Okay. For a user account, primary group is mandatory. Primary group is mandatory. If you are not assigned to any group, user himself, user himself behaves as group. So for a user account, primary group is mandatory. Yes. So what is that? So for a user account, primary group is mandatory. So primary group is mandatory. So if you are not assigned to any group, user himself behaves as a group. Okay. So for a user account, primary group is mandatory. If you are not assigned to any group, user himself behaves as a group. User himself behaves as a group. What is a group? What is it? A group. For example, Linux ENG group, DevOps ENG group, or Cloud ENG group. Okay, these are the groups. So Linux engineer having Hari, Abhi, Abhi, okay, and DevOps PK Prasanna Kumar is there, and something like Ramki is there. So cloud engineer Gopinath and Pit. Okay. So these all are the groups. So you can use these groups as a primary group or a secondary group. For example, Hari is the Linux engineer. We assign the groups to the we assign the Linux groups to the Linux groups, so the permissions to the Linux group. Whatever the permissions we get for the Linux group, the same user also will get the same permission on the group. The user also will get the same permission on the group. Okay. So DevOps engineer. Something like DevOps engineer, we have a team, we have on our team something like 8 members. So we are working on the rotational shift, something like 24/7, and mostly we'll use cloud engineer. Cloud engineer is nothing but a, for example, Gopinath, Kirti. These all are the cloud engineers. These are not these guys doesn't know the that DevOps, right? That DevOps. These people are we can use that service. You can also use that service. Is understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So group add. How you can add the group? What is that? How you can add the? How we can add the group? Group add. What is the command? Command is group add. To create a system group. To create a system group for a user, it may be primary group or secondary group under all groups. Okay, all groups information available available in /etc group. Slash it is a group. What is a group add? Group add is nothing but we can create the group. How you can create the group? So for example, if you want to create a cloud group, if you want to create a DevOps group or if you want to create a Linux group, you guys can add that group. Okay. Group add. What is the syntax for this? Syntax guys. What is the syntax? Group add, group name. What is that? Group add, group name. Group add, Linux engineer. What is that? Group add, Linux engineer. The next you can give the options. Group add options. Group add options. Group name. Okay. Hyphen G options. Hyphen G is nothing but a group ID. Group ID. Group add hyphen G. 2025 developers. Developers. Okay, group add. Developers group or DevOps group. Group add hyphen G. You need to provide the specific group ID 2020 to DevOps. Okay. So group add hyphen T 4040 cloud engineers. Cloud engineer. Okay. Group add hyphen G guys. So now you understood group, how you can create the group, where the group information will be available. The group information will be available under the slash etc group. The group information will be available under the slash etc group. When we add the group, right, that will show it on the database file. The database file is located okay, your local. You understood? Yeah. So now we'll show you the right. What is that? CET slash etc slash etc. Okay. What is that guys? Cat slash etc group. Right. The group information will be available under the slash etc group. Yes, ఎవరు guys ఆవలింతలు ఇచ్చేది ఎవరో ఆలోచన నాకు ఘోరంగా నిద్రొస్తుంది. సిడి yeah user add something like a group add, right? How you can get the group information. Cat slash etc group. You see, these all are the group file. Where exactly group file is? The group file is cat slash etc group. So this is the group file, guys. Cat slash etc group. Understood? Okay. Yeah. So what is that 1002 Hari? So you see, so the group ID. So the group ID is 1002. So something like Apache you see. The Ansible is 1001. EC2 is 1000. So 1000 is the EC2 answer. Ansible is 1001. Then Hari 1003. So all so CG red. So all the system related users are the group name are a group ID are the group ID are the host ID. The user ID will be the same. Okay. Yeah. User and what is user add, guys? To create a new user account. To create a new user account. User add options. Yes, name. Okay, user add. So to create a user add options hyphen user add options username. What are the options? The options are is nothing but hyphen u is nothing but a UID. If you want to specify the UID, you can use the hyphen u. So next small g is the primary group. Small g is the primary group. The second one is hyphen capital G. So what is that? Capital G. Capital G. Secondary group. Hyphen D. Formed a hyphen C. Formed hyphen S. Shell. You guys understood? You guys understood?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Mm. Whenever you create a user, the user details are going to store under slash it is okay. Password class etc password database file and users passwords are going to store on the store under the slash etc shadow database file database so file Yes, I'm stopping the recording.